What the hell? Y'all ever got to chill? Quit playing. Hey there, all my beautiful pink ladies. This your girl Pinky. Yes, I did just have a chill before I started this video. I'm not going to, stop recording and try to edit this and that. Sometime being natural and doing you are the best videos. They come out just fine. Ladies, how are you doing? I have already given y'all a hug in several videos, but you know what? I'm never, just I'm never too good to give you ladies a hug. I had lost my words, my train of thought. You see, laughter is good. Laughter is good for the soul. It's said to help you lose like 20, 30 pounds. And I be trying to get mine in because, I need to lose shed a few. I'm not embarrassed to say. But ladies, give me a damn hug. Give me a hug. Come on. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. If you can't have fun and mess up and laugh with your friends, when damn it, who can you laugh and have fun with? And y'all my girls. Y'all my ace boom coons. We here. We here. Now, ladies, I'm getting ready to get into something. I mentioned something on social media not too long ago. I said it also on I think I did a video on, and I posted it on Instagram or Snapchat, something I did, but it has got everybody all in their feelings and was like, can you explain the difference and what you mean by that, who you talking about? And I wasn't, at that point in time talking about anyone specifically. I was just trying to tell people that this is my theory. This is what, how a lot of you never knew that back in the day, and I still say it, I always tell people to drink a can and act right. Ladies, you can borrow that. When I say drink you a can and act right, that's for people in your livelihood that sometimes can just work a nerve and they doing stuff that they know they shouldn't be doing, and they need, how everyone is saying get your life. I wasn't saying get your life. I was saying drink you a can and act right. And get yourself together before you try to judge somebody else. Stop that. Or, some people need to drink a whole keg or a whole case of can and act right because they really out there just doing some things that it shouldn't be tolerated. So instead of me arguing and getting all in my feelings, I'll be like, you know what, I'll deal with you once you drink you a can and act right, get you together, and then come back and talk to your girl, and we'll be on the same accord. So sometimes when somebody doing something at work, whoever the kids, tell them drink your can and act right. They can and act right could be some Kool-Aid, some water, whatever it is. Just tell them, like, give yourself a minute, go rethink that, get your can and act right. If it's, something that's really outrageous and needs a little more attention, tell them to get them a keg or have several cases of that act right until they get their shit together. Excuse me, I mean the curses, but, it is what it is. So, back to why I'm doing this video. I came up with these two things where I also in my videos, a lot of times I tell people that there's a blessing in every lesson. Now, when I say that, the reason why it came up is because I said there are two people in your life that are a blessing and a lesson, and they was trying to figure out how you come up with that theory, because I said an asshole, ASS, and the last word hole, and an ask, ASK, hole. So there's an asshole and there's an ask hole, and they are somewhat the same, but at the same time somewhat different. And my friends always look at me and be like, what you mean? You in your feelings about something? And usually when I'm in my feelings about something, that's when I'm dealing with an ask hole, a ASK hole. Now, when I'm not in my feelings and I'm just not getting ready to tolerate somebody and I just feel like they just being totally disrespectful, I'll flat out tell you, you know what, you being an asshole. I'm not finna say a butthole, an asshole, straight up asshole. And who wants to deal with an asshole? And you can barely tolerate dealing with an asshole. Now, ladies, let me tell you the difference. This is my opinion. These are my views. Now, you can comment down below and say, you know what, yeah, I deal with a few assholes, I deal with a few ask holes throughout the day, throughout the week, and then that's when you say, you know what, I'm gonna go back to what my girl Pinky said and tell them, you know what, I don't have time, you need to go and drink you a can and act right. Get that act right in your life, and then we can communicate and be on one accord. So an asshole ladies, is somebody who just intentionally aggravates your life. I mean, they do things where, no matter how much you turn the other cheek, how much you forgive them, how much you try to give them advice, how much, dedication and love and effort you put into something, they still treat you horribly. They are being total assholes. And then there's a part of you that keeps trying and putting your best foot forward, like, you know what, I'm not going to give up on that person. I'm going to keep loving that person. And it's like you taking the abuse. It's like you're in a abusive relationship, but they're not physically harming you. It's verbal, it's emotionally, and you just drained, and you just like, what the hell? But then there's a part of you where you take, a couple weeks or whatever, and you like, I'm cool on that person. I'm gonna kick rocks because they going left and I'm trying to go right. But then, you forgive them and you go right back and forgive that same asshole. And it's just like, somebody tell you, you know what, I love you. I'm not gonna hit you no more. And then that next hour they slap you in your face on that same cheek, and you looking like, I thought you just said you wasn't gonna do that no more. That's an asshole. Somebody that's just straight up taking advantage of your kindness, your efforts, your love, your compassion, your loyalty. You just being you. And who wants to deal with an asshole? If you got an asshole in your life, you gotta really sit down and take some time to yourself and be like, you know what, I deserve better. I don't have time for this. You know what, that asshole can be an asshole to somebody else, or let that ass be an ass to himself or herself. While you being lonely, think about how you being an ass and you just lost out on a good friend, a good wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you may have been or was trying to be to that person, and they did not appreciate it. Let them do them. That's a straight up asshole who really is just going to keep kicking you while you down. And no matter how much you get back up and try to be strong and befriend that person, no, at that point, my advice and me, I take a full circle and be like, nah, I'm cool on you. You past drinking a can or a keg of act right. Just do you. If this wasn't meant to be, I'm cool. We can be cordial, salute you, and I'm done. Now, that's that asshole. But then on this side, you got an askhole, an ASK hole. I have some pink ladies that's here with me that are askholes, and they tick me off. Now, what I mean by an askhole is a person that asks you a question that they know is going to hurt your feelings, know it's going to tick you off, know they know it's going to irritate your soul. You could be laughing at something and they was like, you know what? Let me just go and throw this in there and try to kill her mood. I'm going to ask her something. It could be about her ex, and they know it's a sensitive subject for you, and they just want to be shady at that moment. And you was like, damn, why you just going to lowball me like that and ask me a question to just kill my spirits? And at that point, you like, damn, I really don't know if I want to be around this person, because every other day you asking me a question that you know is going to hurt me. So there's a difference. Is an asshole is somebody you can tolerate, that you can maybe tell them, look, you keep asking me this and it's hurting my feelings. But then they can turn into an asshole where they keep doing it. Like I say, they keep trying to kick you when you down, and you like, I don't have time for that. So ladies, that's the difference between your girl with Pinky. My theory, my thoughts on what I say to people and what people hear me say. I've explained this to my daughter. I've explained this to my other friends. A lot of them get it now. A lot of them call me, text me, or whatever, and be like, you know what? I dealt with that asshole today, and I'm good. I dealt with this asshole today, and I asked that person to please stop saying this, to please stop doing that, and they stopped. So therefore, you know what? We can move forward. I can still befriend that person, and it's going to grow. But then, I asked that asshole to stop, but he or she continued to do it and hurt me and try to steal my joy. I had to kick rocks and move on. Different. There's an asshole and there's an asshole. Now check this out. That asshole and that asshole, there's a blessing in that lesson. I know you like, how can you use all of that in there together? But it is. And my daughter gets it, my friends get it, because when you bring the two together, the lesson for both is that, one, you have been shown, like, okay, I don't need to deal with these individuals. I don't want to be like these individuals, because I see how it makes me feel, and I don't want to treat others that way. I want to be a better me. I want to keep those around me that's trying to help build me up. I'm trying to build a foundation with this individual, or I'm trying to do something better just for me in general. So I don't want nobody around me that's trying to keep me down. So then you learn, oh, I would never, be that way towards anybody. I'm not getting ready to ask somebody something that I know is going to hurt them. I would never do that. I'm going to, make sure I get rid of that question. I'm going to try to find something positive to say to that person that may encourage them to say, okay, you know what, here's an idea. Let's do it this way. And then, you go back and forth, and everything is all coolly. Y'all feel me? I know y'all understand what I'm saying. And like I say, sometimes you can, you gotta look at that person and view it and go into detail and really stop and think about it. You gotta say, is this person really beneficial to me? Am I beneficial to this person? Is this friendship, this relationship worth saving? Pray about it. I mean, pray about it, and it will come to you. And like you say, I have dealt with some assholes. I have dealt with some assholes here on YT where people, even now, they, to me, they need to drink a case of keg and act right. I've explained to people about, on here, about my father, the relationship I had, and some people thumbs down the video. We've had prayer warrior videos where we pray for people and their family members, mothers, whoever may be sick. People thumbs that down or leave negative comments, and I'm just like, you know what? Right there, those are assholes. They beyond assholes because they ain't asking no questions. They being assholes. They trying to come to your channel and do stuff to belittle you, to make you feel some type of way. And them the same people that don't have no subscribers, don't really have no videos posted up. They just lurking, trying to see, oh, you know what, she got a soft spot, she got a heart of gold, so I'm getting ready to just jab at her and see, how far it can go before I make her feel a certain way. Don't let those people do that to you. Move on. I have seen people on YT talk about people's kids, and I'm like, wow. And that's why I'm like, don't come for my daughter. Don't come. I don't even like really people coming for me or the people in my sisterhood. I mean, people that I see are just genuine. You can find a genuine friend or a genuine woman here on YT. I have met several. I have talked to several on the phone, and I have the utmost respect for those ladies, and I would never cross that line. But you got some on here, I really just don't get it. And then people, why are you always so happy? Why does my joy Pinky's joy, my joy offends you? I don't get that. My joy, I try to bring that laughter and joy. You never know what somebody else is going through. So for me to crack a few jokes and give you a hug and tell you it's gonna be okay, hey, that's my blessing. God is like, you know what? That's how I want you to bless others. You can't always do stuff financially or whatever, but it's okay. So ladies, learn the difference between an asshole and an asshole. Learn when you need to just say, you know what, you've been an ass too long. It's time for me to go in a whole nother direction. I want to go right. I want to be straight. But cricket, I'm still going the straight way, trying to figure things out. I don't want to be crooked and go left. I'm trying to go right and go forward and do some things and build something and have a foundation. And then learn that there's going to be a few assholes in your life. There's one probably sitting right next to you right now, getting ready to call you in the next 30 minutes and ask you some dumb ish. And you like, why would you call and ask me that? And you know how I feel about it. But then, you talk to that person and be like, look, I don't like that question. That subject is very sensitive to me. I would appreciate it if we could not talk about that, or don't bring that up to me. And when I feel like I want to talk about it and we cool like that and we're friends and you're going to understand me and take it serious, then we could talk about it. And if they can't respect that, they getting ready to be an asshole. Let them go and do them. Okay, ladies? So that's my explanation behind it. It's not to offend anyone. This is just me, how I view things. And like I say, there's a blessing in every lesson, whether whatever it is, I learn from it. Trust and believe me. The girl Pinky learns, and then I pass that knowledge on to my daughter, my friends. My friends pass things on to me. My daughter even, tell me some things, and I listen. So sometimes you got to listen and pay attention and stop being judgmental. Stop looking down on others unless you help lifting them up. If you can't do that and you feel like you can't be positive and just be kind to people, be an asshole by yourself. Dang. Okay, ladies? So I'm going to close this video with a smile and say I love you. Thanks for understanding. Mwah.